how are you today? I wanted to wish everyone in the US a happy 4th of July. And for everyone who's not in the US, I hope you have a, happy 4th of July. This is just a really low-key video. Just really wanted to wish you a happy 4th and say hello. I'm not super energetic right now. I had a little accident with my foot when we moved into this apartment back in February. I was putting dishes away and I literally just tapped my ankle, just the tiny little tap on the broiler handle. And it hurt a ridiculous amount. And I went and sat down for a minute and went, wow, I think I did something to myself. So the next day I went to the urgent care and they x-rayed my foot and I had not broken it. So they just thought, it's a bad bruise and just hit it just right. So you'll be fine, just give it a little rest. And that's what I did. And it has hurt me every single day since then. And I finally just reached the point where I'm like, I'm tired of my foot hurting me. Plus there's a big lump on the side and that's not normal. So went to the doctor and now I am in a boot for a little while. The podiatrist that I went to seems to think that it's just something with my tendon, and by keeping my foot immobile for the next 4 weeks that it should be fine. So that is what I am doing. I'm also doing some physical therapy for it. I went and had my physical therapy appointment. He gave me a number of exercises to do to try to strengthen the tendon again and just live without pain, So I'm feeling a little blecky because of it. I think it just has me feeling just not quite myself. Just having that low level pain that's there all the time can really affect your psyche. So I'm sure many of you are dealing with a variety of aches and pains as we get older, and sometimes they are self-inflicted, like what I did when I dinged my ankle, and sometimes they are not. But sometimes that can have an effect on your mental health, and I've just been a little bleh because of it. So that explains why I hasn't had any videos for a couple of days, And I don't know if I will have many more videos for a couple of days because I'm just not really feeling it. And I think that's okay. Sometimes you don't have to be really feeling it, right? We can't be 100% all the time. And maybe it's the new moon, and maybe it's the solar eclipse, and maybe it's just the fact that I need a little more sleep than I've been getting. I don't know about you, but I'm not an especially good sleeper, and I'd like to be, but I'm not. So this is just a catch-up video to tell you a little bit of other more interesting stuff that I've got going on. Have you seen my Uber spot? Somebody managed to catch it and send it to me on Facebook. So I was able to do a screen recording of it and be able to share the Uber spot with you. There's no voiceover or anything, it's just visual. So it's really fun. It's just a quick little spot, but I thought you might enjoy seeing it. I have 2 spots that I did for Wayfair, and they are airing, I think, primarily in Canada. I have not been able to get a good copy of them, or I haven't found them yet on YouTube to be able to share it with you. Speaking of sharing things with you on YouTube, I'm going to send you away from my channel for a little bit and share a couple of other things with you. I did one of those murder reenactment shows for ID Discovery a few months ago, and it is airing, and a number of you told me that. That's the only way I knew, so thank you very much for sharing that information with me. And it is on YouTube. So I'll put the link right there. You can see me in Murder Loves Company. And it was a fun shoot. It was a little different from what I'm used to, a lot less scripted and a lot more improvisational, and I had to learn square dancing, and we had a whole square dancing group, and you get to see me in the fun little square dancing outfits. So make sure you check out Murder Loves Company. I'll put the link right there for you. A couple of friends of mine from the series Magic Fun House have created their own little band, and their music is wonderful. Gabriel and Jess Weaver and Gabriel Gonzalez have formed their band Moon in the Milk, and they are putting out a new music video every month at the full moon. Well, a couple of weeks ago for the full moon, they had a little party, and it's a costume party. Howard and I went, so you can check out that video right there. You can check out the Moon in the Milk video, though it's not gonna clue you in a whole lot more to what Howard looks like. We both went in costume. The theme for this costume party was opposites. They wanted us to be opposites, and they just sent out an email, and you know, I always want to go and support my friends, but I was not entirely sure what that meant. Since I was going with a date, does that mean we should be opposite of each other? Are we creating a costume that is the opposite of ourselves? So, not being entirely sure what they meant, I decided to embrace everything. So, Howard and I are opposite ends of the color spectrum. If you check out the video, you'll see what I mean. We had a lot of fun pairing the costumes together. We had fun when we showed up at the party because nobody knew who we were. Now, at this party, we only knew a handful of people at the party. The majority of the people at the party didn't know, we'd never met them before. Here's where it got really fun. And it'll make more sense once you see the video. So go look at Moon in the Milk's video. And hey, it's my friends, so leave a nice comment and subscribe to their videos and keep watching because I love them and I want to support everything they do. But we were in these costumes that obscured our identities. And being the opposite, I find that being an actress and a model, I always have to be pretty and graceful and do things with a certain look. And this is one of the things that I love about aging, and that my acting roles, I don't have to be pretty for them necessarily. And that is a wonderful freedom to not be confined to just being pretty, you know, to being able to like make ugly facial expressions and scream in an ugly way. And that's, as an actor, very exciting and freeing. And in this costume, I enjoyed behaving in a way that wasn't necessarily pretty, doing a physical movement that was not graceful, and it was awkward and a little weird, and just check it out. We had fun, we had a great time, but the expression on people's faces when the cameras were turned off and we took our costumes off, because people were shocked when they saw us. It was wonderful. We were at a party full of, I'm gonna say the average age there was 26, 27. So everyone there was probably between 23 and 30. That was the age range in there, a very young crowd. And Howard and I are both very young physically and young in spirit. But we have gray hair, silver hair. When we unzipped our costumes and people saw us, and this didn't even occur to us before, but we literally saw people just go, "Ah!" when they saw us. They were just shocked that we were not the same age as them, that we were older, and it was a wonderful and interesting experience. And I think that I should talk to Gabriel and Jess and like, you know, that might be a video you want to do, is get people's actual reaction when they see that people who are physically acting young can actually be older, and that they may have preconceived ideas about what aging is, and they are putting a limit on what they think aging is based on, you know, their own preconceptions, and that you can be anything you want as you continue to age. So check out that video. That was just, you know, my observation. I thought it was funny when we took off the costumes and just to see the shock on people's faces. I went to a red carpet screening the other day, and that was a lot of fun. I love going to Etheria. Etheria is a one-day film festival, and they play horror and sci-fi based films, which are not generally what you think of in a female-based film festival. So they showcase a lot of the horror genre, the sci-fi genre, things that are a little mind-bending, a little out there, and it's all from a very feminist standpoint. Love going to that film festival, and did not shoot a video for you because the time just got really away from me that day. And again, I was showing up to the film festival in a boot. So I wasn't feeling super glam and super fashionable. I wore the same thing that I wore in Las Vegas for the elegant evening. The wide leg palazzo pants that I knew would cover a boot, and a flowy white top. My makeup was really the same thing that you've seen me do a bunch of times, and what's the point in making another video that's going, oh yeah, she's doing that same lipstick that she always does. Oh, she's doing that same eye thing that she always does. It was nothing exciting, but here's some fun video of me on the red carpet at Etheria. Etheria is a traveling film festival, so you should definitely look them up on their Facebook page and see if Etheria might be coming to a city near you, because you might really enjoy checking this out.
So, you know, I mean, yeah, but what do I do here? They love trying to get what I meant to, right?
What else is going on in my world? It's kind of a dull, not very exciting world right now. For 4th of July, we are pretty much going to keep it low key. We live in a beach town, and honestly, any direction we go, we're gonna get stuck in traffic for hours, and I just don't want any part of it. I'd really rather just go outside and barbecue here by the pool and lounge by the pool, and maybe take the dog to the dog park and lay low for fireworks, because sometimes they can stress out the animals, and I'd rather just be home to comfort the animals. Don't want to have the dog flipping out, though his hearing is not so good anymore, and it might not affect him too much. The cats will hide under the bed the way they usually do. But we're gonna have a pretty low-key 4th of July. I hope that fireworks are visible from this area without having to drive anywhere. I looked it up on the internet, and it did say that they're doing a big fireworks show in Marina del Rey and should be visible from anywhere in Playa Vista. So I am trusting that that is true, and I am hoping that we don't have cloud cover. That would be nice. The wonderful thing about this boot that I have on is it is just a walking boot, and I can take it off to shower, I can take it off to drive, I can take it off when I have an audition. So when I've got an audition, what I do is, if I've got to park 2 blocks away, I wear the boot while I walk the 2 blocks, carry my heels or whatever shoes in a bag, slip them on for the audition, do the audition, take them off, walk back with the boot. For Etheria, I had a number of friends say, well, you could just take off your boot for a few hours. And yes, I can. I could have. I chose not to because, you know, I'm a big proponent of self-care. And I think that keeping the boot on your foot, that came out weird. Keeping your boot on your foot is part of self-care. Loving your body enough to just take care of it and to let it heal is self-care. I am feeling very frustrated with my workout routine at the gym right now because I can't do anything with my lower body other than lay down on a bench and lift my legs, so my abs are getting a heck of a workout, which they kind of needed, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to seeing results from that, and maybe I'll keep up with it. I don't know, I'm very lazy. But yeah, I think it's important to take care of yourself. If a doctor has told you to wear a brace on your knee or on your wrist, or if you're supposed to be wearing a retainer for the braces that you had, or a night guard to avoid grinding your teeth when you're sleeping. If you've got sleep apnea, but you are not using your CPAP machine because of vanity, I want to encourage you to take care of yourself. Because that's what I'm telling myself every day, is that it's more important to take care of yourself for the long run than it is to be fashionable for the short run, or to allow your vanity to be more important than caring for yourself. So if you find that you are foregoing something that you should be doing to take care of you, and you're not because, oh, it doesn't look good, oh, my husband doesn't like it when I do that, oh, I feel unattractive when I take care of yourself. You are the only you have, and the only you're ever gonna have. Take care of you. I'm looking at you, Mom, when I say that. Hopefully I'll snap out of this funk that I'm in right now and get back to making some makeup videos soon. But I just wanted to check in and say hi, and I love you bunches, and I will talk to you very, very soon. By the way, been washing my hair with the Malibu Hard Water Wellness for several days now. Yes, I know it says once a week on the bottle, but you know how I am. I don't follow rules, and I do everything to extremes. But I feel like some of the hard water deposits and some of the extra Fanola no yellow that I've been overusing to compensate for the hard water deposits, I feel like my hair's lightened up a little bit and that it's looking a little bit more like itself, and definitely getting one of those filters because of everything that y'all said to me on that video. So I know a lot of people took the time to type up, I got a filter, it made a difference, you should get a filter. So I want you to know I'm listening to you. I am taking your words to heart. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I love you bunches. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will talk to you very soon. Happy 4th of July.
See, where's your knee? At least I have you.
What I do.
So like, put this in my...
I wish I had the power.
I know. Well, anyway, I figured you would be the only person I know close enough to, you know, I mean, yeah. But what do I do here?